And we're back with the video, finally. And actually we're back with some new YouTube videos, some new YouTube storytime videos. I have been wanting to be making these for a very long time, but I haven't, since I have been thinking about a lot of other ideas for art videos, art related content. But we're finally back with some new YouTube art story videos. It's sometimes hard to think about what story to tell, but once you're about to writing the story, you'll be having so many things you didn't think about until you write the story. So I'm actually happy to make one of these videos again. Now, let's get into it. Sometimes we all want to flex. We all love to flex, and especially us boys at a young age, we sometimes love to show who's the man, who's the bravest. So we do stupid things, right? And at some point, the flexing becomes too much, and we end up thinking we need to die. It happens especially during the teenage years. At a younger age, we really don't care, and therefore we don't care about our bodies. We want to try everything. Even though it's dangerous and even though it's harmful, we still want to experience what our body is capable of. And like eating one of the hottest peppers ever. So, in this story today, I thought it could be fun to tell a story about how I thought I was going to end up in the hospital because of a single fruit. It was a normal... so let's get into the video. It was a normal school day. We started at 8 AM like usual, 8 in the morning, and ended at 3 PM. Just a regular day, right? And it was summer at that time. We didn't have a lot of things to do, since the summertime was mostly about just preparing for the exams and spend our time studying. Yeah, just the basic work, the basic school work. But the day changed later on when my teacher then decided to take one of her chilies with her to the class to show off her chilies she grew in the garden. Yes, she grew chilies in the garden, and I was shocked to hear that because I didn't know that some person like that existed here in Denmark. So that was pretty insane. But she had a chili garden, and me, being a little stupid brat, thought it would be a great idea to take one of their scientific proof. I don't know what I'm saying. And me, who was a little stupid brat, thought it would be a great idea to take one of the chilies. And there's no scientific proof of why I wanted to take that or why I decided to do it. I thought I underestimated I just underestimated the chili, the power of the chili, what power it has actually. So me and 4 others decided it would be a great idea. Why not just try one of these chilies? They might be not that hot. And we did. We each took a chili, and I thought it wasn't going to be that hot, and I underestimated it. So I ate the whole thing. The other kids were standing around watching and yelling, "Swallow it, swallow it, swallow it!" And of course I did. I swallowed the whole thing. I wasn't going to spit it out. And I can tell that wasn't the best idea ever. Actually, that was the worst idea ever made by me, because not only was it spice, but my whole nerve system in my body was beginning to shut down. It was like I was blacking out because of that hotness the chili had. And remember that I am an weak ass 16-year-old boy in a country where spice isn't that spicy. So I'm used to eating non-spicy food. Also, I tried this one. Now of us was smart enough to spit it out before things went very wrong. But 2 or 3 of us, including me, were stupid enough to swallow the whole thing. This is chili of the pepper, you can see it right here. And I can tell that was the worst idea I've ever done. I've never been that stupid in my whole life. Once I swallowed the whole thing, even the green part on it, I began to first hear a siren inside my ears, like I couldn't hear anything. And I don't know why that happens, and I don't want to include some facts I'm not sure about. So it happens when you eat spicy things. You can begin to hear things. If you know it, you can write it down in the comments saying, tell me why do that, why it happens. But I could hear things, and my eye was blurry and I couldn't see anything. Sometimes when you eat hot stuff and it's too hot, you begin to feel like you're dying because of the burn in your throat. Your eyes begin to make a lot of tears, and tears flowing out of your eyes, the pounding in your chest, and the cold, warm mixing feeling in your body. But after that, I felt sick. I needed to get that thing up, so I spat a lot, but I couldn't tell it didn't work. I ran over to the bush to see if I could throw it up, but actually nothing happened. Nothing came out, and I could tell my stomach was burning. The effect didn't stop there. Later on the day, I was at home minding my very own business when suddenly, out of nowhere, my stomach started going completely crazy. Like it was making it was mixing some form of poison inside my stomach, and I quickly ran to the bathroom and closed the door, and I was inside there for like 15 minutes where all I could feel was me screaming for myself. No one could hear that, but yeah, and it felt like the longest 15 minutes ever. I need to get that chili up, I thought, but I couldn't do it. I hurried up and grabbed my phone and called my friend, and I think I overreacted a little too much because I took the phone and I screamed, I'm dying, I'm actually fucking dying because the burning inside my stomach is killing me. And it was just fun. I panicked so much, overreacting, and I could tell that everything was blurry. I couldn't see anything. My eyes was full of tears. And about 10 minutes later, I don't remember what happened, but I could tell that my eyes closed, and for about 10 seconds everything went black. I woke up not knowing how the hell I ended up here. How the hell I ended here, or where I was, even though I was at home. And from that day on, I promised I would never eat a chili again. I think my friends make the same promise to themselves to never eat a chili again. I don't remember much from that day. I was out of it most of the time and had no clue what was happening around me. And still sometimes when I see some chilies laying around, I still remember that feeling in my stomach and the day I decided to be that stupid and eat one. Now, I wanted to share this story so I can look back on it when I get older, remembering how stupid I was sometimes. I like making YouTube stories about my life and listening to other Draw My Life videos. It's really fun talking about your worst experiences. That could actually be a very interesting topic. Because it's something you always can look back on if you want to remember your younger days. But doing psychology, art, and teaching videos can also be really fun most of the time. But of course, my channel isn't only about art and teaching. It's about all sorts of things, all sorts of crazy things, all sorts of fun things, entertaining things. It's just me loving to make videos. And I think last I did one of these video stories was like a year ago in 2024, and I will probably make another version of that story since I never used to finish it. And that's it for the video. I got shocked on that. So yeah, that's it for the video. Now, yeah, have a great week, and I see you in the next video.